offering a quick closing on a real estate purchase. Hello YouTube, it's Matt Faircloth. Thank you for watching Mentorship Monday. Today's question has to do with closing quickly on property. And I think that you see a lot of this out for folks that are they're doing offers on properties, and that are taking deals down fast. They'll send letters, and maybe if you own property, you might have gotten a letter in the mail that said like, I can close really fast, or maybe you've gotten beaten on a deal by somebody who said that the seller told you that the other buyer that beat you could close faster than you could. So the question is for today for Mentorship Monday comes from yet again somebody didn't put their name, and that's okay. You want to be anonymous? That's all right. That's all right. So unknown person wants to know how to close fast on property. Professional investors are able to offer fast closing or quick closing on properties when they put in offers. As a new investor, how would I become someone that can quickly close on properties that I am buying? So here's the deal. Okay, whether you can close quickly or not, you want to say you can close quickly, because you never want to be like, hey, listen, I'm brand new. It's going to take me 90 days to close this deal. You know, don't worry about me. You know, you just want to make sure the contract gives you some sort of an exit. There's not something there that says time is of the essence, or that your deposit goes hard if you don't close in like a week, or that the seller can take all your money, or that they can sue you, or whatever. You give yourself a few back doors. But when you make your offer, you want to present yourself as someone that can close fast, because you'll find that you can most likely figure it out. You can, as long as you give yourself enough to do some due diligence to make sure that the property is what you thought it was, and to do a little bit of vetting and make sure that, and again, we're talking about small stuff, like small single family homes, small multis, that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about apartment buildings. I don't recommend anyone goes in there and says that, you know, I'll close immediately, or I'll close in a week or 2 weeks or whatever on an apartment building purchase. It's just too much to figure out. So just remember that we need to be talking about small deals, like single family homes, duplexes, fix and flippers, that kind of stuff. That's what you can offer fast closing. And I'm talking like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. But you still gotta give yourself enough time to figure the deal out. And what you wanna do is make sure the contract's got something that you can extend yourself, or that maybe there's a clause that gives you the right to ask for another 2 weeks, and that on those deals. So whether you can or not, you want to offer an aggressive closing date so you can stay competitive. Now, the way these folks are, some of these people are probably that you're competing with, my anonymous friend that asked this question, are probably maybe have their own cash, maybe they've got a line of credit, maybe they've got some investors sitting behind them, or maybe they're just looking to wholesale the deal, because a lot of times a wholesaler will lock a property up and say, I'm going to close in 2 weeks, but then they come to an investor that actually can buy the property and say, hey, you have to close in a week now, because I've burned a week since I put it under agreement trying to find somebody, because magically every wholesaler that's ever approached me with a deal, it has to close immediately because they got the deal under agreement saying they can close fast. So if you catch what I'm saying, anonymous person and all you other folks watching, that it is something that gets said a lot in real estate, but it's rarely something that's actually done, as, you know, closing immediately. And unless it's someone who really does have that kind of capital that can just write the check and close. But just about every offer I've seen on property says, I can close really quick. Whether it is you're gonna actually do it or not. And just make sure that if you're gonna do that, just make sure that there's something in your offer that says you can back out, or that you can extend if you need to. So, bit of smoke and mirrors, but it is something that's done all the time, whether people can actually do it or not. So you can probably kind of have to do it too, and be prepared to put your money where your mouth is, at least with another investor or somebody else you have lined up that can get behind you on the deal. So that's that for today. Thank you for your question, my friend, and thank you guys for watching. Help me at DeRosaGroup.com is where you want to send your questions. That is helpme at DeRosaGroup.com, and I'll answer your question right here on the YouTube channel for everyone else to learn from. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great, profitable week.